family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A and LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, fam, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. Alright, fam, before we get this episode rolling, just a couple of disclaimers. I do not sell firearms, nor do I promote the sale of firearms or accessories or anything that would constitute a violation of YouTube community guidelines. Any reviews that I do on firearms or accessories are just that. They are for review purposes only. And if I reference the gun manufacturer or the company that happened to supply the product, I am just referencing that for disclosure purposes. Alright? Now, fam, look. If you are not a member of the 2A in LA fam club, I do not know what you are doing at this point in time. As a member of the fan club, you receive unreleased content. You'll receive content early. You become automatically eligible for all the giveaways that we do in our bi-weekly live streams, fam. Look. I believe I offer some of the best giveaway opportunities on YouTube. So make sure you're a member of the fam club. It's only $2.99 a month. Just click on that join button down below. And if you are interested in any of the 2A in LA merchandise, just hit that QR code in the corner. You see it. You see it right there. That will take you to the 2A in LA channel. Also, you can sign up to participate in a lot of our giveaways there. So make sure you hit that QR code. All right, that's it. Now let's get back into the episode. All right, fam, let's get this episode rolling. So look, fam, we got a good one today. As you guys know, I recently picked up the Cabot Insurrection. And I picked that gun up because when it first dropped, like over a year ago, I thought the gun was drop dead sexy, and even more importantly, you know, I knew it was a Cabot gun. I knew it was going to be a really, really good shooter. But I felt like as a collector, this is the collector side of me talking, I wanted a Cabot in my collection. I think there are just certain signature brands where you want to have that. If you're a collector, you want to have at least one in your collection. And I'm not a big 1911 guy. Cabots are really known for their 1911s, and they're usually very ornate. They're more like art pieces, and they cost oftentimes tens of thousands of dollars. And I'm a guy who likes to shoot my guns, and so I kind of felt like I wanted a Cabot, but I knew I was never going to shoot it probably if it was a 1914 and more traditional, being a display case. When they dropped the Insurrection, which was their first kind of 1911 double stack / 2011, I was like, oh, okay, this is one I can get behind now. Because I'm in California, it took me a very, very, very long time to source one, but I was able to do it. And this is your boy's Cabot Insurrection, fam. If you haven't seen the initial impressions on this gun and the review I did on this gun, definitely go back and check it out. The gun scored 90 on the 2A in LA scale, so it is a Grail gun. I said at the time that it's an amazing shooter. The gun is ported, has a really good trigger. I also said at the time probably the two things that I would change probably is I would get rid of this pinned grip safety. I like a flat face trigger more than kind of a curved trigger. I also like a full dust cover. But look, I think the gun is still gorgeous, and I think it is an awesome shooter. So after I did the Cabot review video, I started thinking about what guns in my collection would be a good comparison. I think aesthetically, my Wilson Combat EDC L would likely be like right in the wheelhouse, but there's a significant price difference between the two. I also think the Cabot is a better made gun than the Wilson Combat. And so I was thinking about guns that were kind of like closer in the price range that would be a good comparison, and I came up with the Atlas Gunworks Apollo. This is Atlas's kind of do-it-all firearm. The gun is also ported in a V-port style, similar to the Cabot. I think aesthetically, both these guns are really beautiful guns. I happen to like the setup of the Apollo a little bit better because it has the full dust cover, deleted grip safety. I think the Atlas trigger is a little bit better trigger. And so, but I was curious to see if I put these guns side by side, which one would come out on top. All right, fam. So if you saw the footage, you saw that both of these guns were very, very accurate. Both of these guns were very, very fast shooting guns. I would say both of them are kind of a little snappy. Maybe the Apollo is a little snappier, but I also think the Apollo is a little faster. And so, look, fam, I am ecstatic to have both these guns in my collection without a doubt. Like I kind of mentioned the shortcomings on this gun. I really don't think the Apollo has any weaknesses in my book. You know, I love the V-ports. I think they're great. I think they do exactly what they're supposed to do here, as well as a porting system, I feel, in the Cabot. Look, if I could only choose one, this is what you guys want to know. This is where we go every single time. If you could only have one, which one is better? Look, I'm going to say from a collector's perspective, there is no doubt that the Cabot Insurrection would be the gun to buy. It probably has the most upside. They didn't make a ton of them. There are not a lot of them out in the wild, and they've already announced the next evolution of the gun, so there probably won't be any more manufactured. So I think, look, the Insurrection is the better collector's piece. But if you're not concerned about collecting, you just want to know kind of what gun is the better shooter, the better all-around gun. I'd say both of these are do-it-all pistols. If I had to only pick one, though, I would say the Atlas Apollo. I just think it is 4.6-inch barrel. I love the way the gun shoots. It is so fast. And while it might be a little bit snappier than the Cabot, it is very, very manageable recoil. Yeah, I just feel like the trigger is better. It's everything kind of I would want in a do-it-all pistol. I will shoot my Apollo quite a bit. I think the Cabot is going to be more of a safe queen. And I don't know, fam, I kind of feel like my Atlas guns are my workhorse guns. It's not like I couldn't use my Rafferty Lucky Devil or certainly my Venom or my Hayes. Those are beasts, right? But they're so rare. I don't shoot them a lot. You know, I will take them out. I will do videos with them, content with them. I will take them out to have some fun on an occasional range day. But kind of my workhorse guns are my Apollo, my Erebus, my Artemis. Atlas guns, they just run, bro. They're really, really well made, really, really accurate, really, really fast. A blast to shoot. So Atlas is kind of my go-to when it comes to my workhorses. All right, fam, so look, that's it. That's your comparison between the Cabot Insurrection and the Atlas Gunworks Apollo. Like I said again, in summary, the Cabot is the better kind of investment gun or collector gun, and the Apollo is the better shooter, although both are incredible. All right, fam, that's it for this episode. Until next time, as always, take care of one another, and peace.